Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our magical adventure here in Banjo Kazooie.
You know what I probably should have done before I started this?
What?
Look up this level. But either way, I said in the last episode I have a story for you.
Yes.
And it's going to be a very bizarre story.
Bizarre.
You bring up trailers. You said trailers.
Yeah.
And then I instantly thought of a nightmare I used to have.
A nightmare?
A nightmare I used to have. So,
In a world.
in a world where your mind is plays tricks on you. So, I used to have this strange nightmare.
Was it recurring?
Yeah, it was a reoccurring nightmare when I was a kid. There was no trigger for it, and I'll even admit I went to go see shrinks about it, like in adult level when I was an adult. And I explained this nightmare to them, and they even sort of went, "Well, maybe you're afraid of trailers." So they didn't really have an explanation on it.
Okay, alright, you
Piqued your interest?
You piqued my interest.
So, I had this reoccurring nightmare where walking home from school, I was probably 6 or 7. Yes, that type of trailer. And I was always chased by a blue trailer.
Oh, that trailer. I was thinking, you're thinking like...
Like, not attached to any sort of car.
I was thinking you were scared of movie trailers for a second.
No. See, it doesn't affect me these days. But, I sort of thought about it for a little while, and I've kind of figured out why I was afraid of it, but I'll explain how the nightmare go for you. So, where I used to live, used to be essentially right next to my school. So I would just walk to and from school. It was quite convenient. And on the way home, you ever have those type of dreams where you're walking, but you don't seem to be going anywhere?
Yeah.
It's sort of like you walk and you feel like you're walking, kind of like deja vu, like in The Matrix.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, where you're walking past an area and then you walk
vu.
past another thing and you sort of go, huh, deja vu. And my brain would then start filling in areas, and for some reason, there was always this trailer that was in the corner of my vision that I could never really see. So think of like a horror movie where you could see, something's chasing you, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what my mind was like, but it was always this blue trailer.
So you'd be just like walking down the street, and then this is like just a blue trailer watching you from around the corner.
Yeah. And it was always chasing me and running around, and because where I used to live,
was it attached from a car? Or
no, it was just by itself.
Like its wheels that were like walking like up on.
No, it was like it was driving towards me.
Ah.
I know, it's strange. As I said, the minds work in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
But how it would work is because where I used to live also as well, I didn't explain that part, which is why I didn't explain it, because I want to. Where in between my school and my house was like a little lagoon type area. It was like a swamp essentially, and I'm pretty sure I have to do this. I probably don't, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Did he just say "fuck you"?
No, he said thank you.
To me, it was like "fuck you."
It would knock me into the
lagoon.
into the lagoon, which is where I got my slight fear of drowning. But in the dream, I would hold my breath for as long as I possibly could, and then there it is. And then I would give up and breathe, but then I'd end up being able to breathe underwater. Then that's when I would wake up in a cold sweat, as if I wasn't breathing. So when I went to the doctor and explained to him, they're sort of like, well, you might have a fear of trailers. And I'm sort of like, no, I don't. And then I sort of thought about it for a second, and I specifically remember at the age probably of about 5. This is well and truly before I lived in Mildura.
Are you thinking of what could have been triggered your fear?
I specifically remember my old man. Old man is a euphemism in Australia for your father. Or my stepdad for it would be. Being in the middle of the night, drinking, and me being in the trailer, while it was attached to his car, in the back of our yard, which had about an acre's yard, doing donuts in it.
Okay.
And the more I think about it, I'm like, maybe that's what triggered it. But then I thought, why was it blue?
Was the trailer that your You
No,
expect
it
that to
wasn't
have
blue. It was just, your typical sort of standard trailer.
Well, maybe because most trailers are blue.
Are they?
Yeah, well, majority of them, like, you either get, like, your steel-colored ones, which haven't been painted, but you don't exactly see red or green ones running around, but if you had to say the most trailers that I've seen...
So you're saying the
they're
most
blue.
common trailers are blue?
Yeah, most common trailers are blue.
Fair
for some
enough.
reason.
Maybe that's why. Because after watching Inception, it sort of filled my brain in with a few little things about sleeping, which is cool.
Yeah.
Which is also the reason why my favorite color is not blue, by the way. My favorite color is red. But the Inception, well, because I don't know if it's actually true, if they actually told truths in it, but in the movie Inception, they say your mind remembers things that you see in real life, but then they fill in the blanks of random things. So I was thinking maybe my mind was just filling in the color of the most recent color I saw, and maybe it was blue.
That could be another reason, yes.
I don't... Oh, look, disconnected from Xbox Live again.
Ah, it loves disconnecting. Amazing Wi-Fi we have.
It's better than yours.
Oh, that is true.
So yeah, that's just a strange sort of story that when you said trailer, it just triggered my memory. I've got other nightmare stories. Like, as a kid, I used to have night terrors. I used to sleepwalk as well.
You used to sleepwalk?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I still do it occasionally, very rarely. That's mostly when I'm under stress. I sleepwalk, and that's mostly I'll get up and I'll go to the fridge, I'll get a drink, and I'll go to bed. Or I'll be like standing in the lounge room and also just look around and then walk away.
I've always known not to wake you up.
That's a wives' tale. That's a wives' tale.
Well, no, not as in if you're sleepwalking. I mean as in when you're sleeping, and if I was to come into your room while you're asleep, do not poke the bear.
Yeah.
I've been on the receiving end of that. Yeah. But I never saw a reason why, but now I kind of get it. Because if you're sleepwalking and that, most, like, this is my opinion of that when it comes towards anyone has sleeping, like, any type of
sleeping condition,
deprivation, or just anyone that's, that's like that, you shouldn't wake them up because they get a little crumpy.
Crumpy?
Grumpy.
Crumpy?
Not crumpy, rumpy.
Grumpy. Would you like a crumpet?
Well, I said tea with that, Governor.
Yeah, I would love a tea. Nothing wrong with tea. You fucking... You know what comes after R? Yeah, what comes after S, sorry?
I was about to say it comes after R. S.
Yeah,
then after
okay.
S is T.
Yeah, 2 sugars, thanks.
Now I'm actually feeling like tea.
You don't look like one. Don't smell like one either.
Oh.
You know, what type of tea do you... Oh, fucking, what an episode we're having today. We talk about nightmares and night terrors and the deep, dark secrets of the corners of my mind. And I'm going to ask you, how do you like your tea?
Milk and 2 sugars?
No, I mean, like, do you like it strong or do you like it weak?
I like a balance.
Be mindful there is a correct answer here.
There's a correct... In your opinion?
No, just a correct answer.
A correct answer? Well,
if you say milky tea, leave.
Milky tea?
No, you need strong tea. Your tea needs to be brown.
No. Tea, yes, brown tea's nice.
Like, people... Like, I've made teas for people and they're like, oh, no, just a weak tea, thanks. I'm like...
Why?
Would you just like some fucking... Would you just like some, hot water with some milk in it instead? How about that?
Would you like to put like a gum leaf in your water with some milk and that's
there's this video on the internet and it's fucking fantastic. The only thing I disagree with is I don't think he puts like sugar in his tea, but he says the correct way to make a tea and this is how you fucking do it.
Oh,
it's like a British guy. He's like
he's the same car guy. It's like what's the best thing about Britain driving? Can't fucking get anywhere.
No, that's you're thinking of someone else entirely different. I know who that is. You think his name's Arthur?
Yeah, I think he did one as well, Phil T. But
some people were like, you have your chamomile teas and you have this type of teas. No, tea is fucking tea. Like, yeah, fair enough, makes sense. But then again, I disagree. I like chamomile tea. Why did we get onto the subject of tea?
How? I don't know. I really do not know.
Maybe because you said, would you like a cup of tea? And I was like, yeah, I'd like a cup
Yes,
right
I did.
now.
Yeah.
I would like a cup right now.
I changed it.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's my fault. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's Matthew's fault.
Yeah, that's it.
Matthew's fault for saying T, since he's got 2 T's in his name.
Well, technically, wouldn't you have 3? 4, including your middle name and your last name?
Don't make me think that hard.
Well, Matthew's got 2. Your middle name's got 1, which I won't say what it is. Even though you probably, I think you prefer being called for.
I prefer it, actually.
You prefer being called Vincent.
Yep.
And then Curtin's got 1 T.
Yep. So don't look up my name on the internet, and please don't send pizzas to my house.
Well, how will they send pizzas to your house if they don't know your address?
Mate, they. Okay, so he's looking it up.
Have you got a YouTube channel called Matthew Vincent?
No.
Damn.
I do not.
I was gonna jump on there and fucking just spam shit.
Just troll me. No, my one's under my alias, and I've only got 2 videos. One is of your 21st, where Alan drank that quarter of a bottle of Citrus.
Let's remember
That's
that.
still on there. And one stupid video that I still have up from when I was trying to do a playthrough of Resident Evil 3, which didn't really go too well.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, maybe we'll play Resident Evil 3 for Halloween. How about that?
Haha, I'm cool with that.
Halloween's very close, and I'm sure you can play that with someone else that's also on this channel, instead of me always playing the playthroughs.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm cool with that certain person. Maybe Corey, or maybe G-Dog.
I know, I'm thinking someone else. I'm not thinking Corey.
G-Dog?
I'm thinking Gary.
G-Dog.
Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
Yeah, and tell us about what is your favourite tea, and how do you like to make it?
Fair enough. I was going to say, what type of nightmares did you have that shaped your life? But what is your favourite tea? That can also be the name of the episode. Favourite tea. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No, but seriously, if you're going to make me that tea, go fucking make it right now.